Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am so happy to be with you today. Today is a wonderful day to just continue in the consciousness and the tone that we've set for the new year. And we move forward anchored in the space of faith. Faith is a very powerful essence, and it fulfills itself in a divine way. Ernest Holmes says, when prayer removes distrust and doubt and enters into the field of mental certainty, it becomes faith, and the universe is built on faith. And Charles Fillmore reminds us that faith is a spiritual substance. And with it being a spiritual substance, it is that strength and that power that comes from within that we intuitively knows. It's the presence within that we know. Another perspective is to look at it as if we are in divine partnership. Maybe perhaps that partnership could mean a sacred commitment that you have made with that divine presence within you. But when we practice faith and we anchor faith, then our lives are transformed. We're able to live our lives, as they said in the Ashanti Proverbs, as if it is impossible for us to fail. So today I'm going to offer a prayer. And as we move into prayer, I want to remind you about the value of prayer. It is a valuable spiritual practice, and prayer will move you through many different things in your life. Myrtle Fillmore says, keep praying for faith. It is through prayer that you develop all your wonderful qualities of the soul. And that is the essence of why we're here. And with that in mind, right now, I'm going to invite you to just turn within with me. And as we turn within today, I'm going to invite you to simply breathe. Breathe in from that space of love, that space of peace, and that space of harmony. And as you're breathing, I'm inviting you to just anchor in that awareness that with God, all things are possible. That in our sacred relationship with this divine presence, the spirit of the divine fulfills itself and expresses itself in a sacred and a most profound way. It fulfills itself in a practical way as the beauty of the plants that continue to grow, the lilies in the field that grow. We know that it is abundant, it is overflowing, and it is filled with life. And that light is the life of the divine, expanding itself and revealing itself within, through, and around us. And so, in this awareness, right here and right now, I anchor in this space of unconditional love, knowing that love is the energy and the vibration of who I am, that it is the faith of that divine awareness, that intuitive awareness, that knowingness that the divine is here, that guides, that fulfills itself and reveals itself within me, within each and every single person that is hearing this prayer. And I know that it is the power and the presence that has already gone before. It has fulfilled itself and revealed itself. It is that divine upward gaze of life, the beauty of life expressing. And so, what I know about that practical expression is that it is alive and it thrives in our lives as the spirit and the energy of wholeness, that our body temple reflects the wholeness of spirit, and that it is this divine presence that anchors itself, it strengthens itself. It is that divine essence that fulfills itself in all ways. So, what I'm knowing is right here, right now, that faith is engaged within itself and through itself, as us and through us. That it is that one power and one presence that is alive and thriving. Where it begins and where we begin, we know not of because we are one. It is the divine essence of life that is alive and abiding within and through and around us right now. So I'm acknowledging this as that sacred, powerful, cosmic experience of God in action, God expanding and God growing, fulfilling itself within and through and around each and every one of us. And like Jesus, we can say we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. I know that it is the energy and the vibration of this sacred presence, this power, this divine partnership. And in this awareness right here, right now, I know that it fulfills itself as perfect health. I know it fulfills itself in all relationships because wherever I look, wherever I go, whatever I experience, I know that the essence of spirit is that divine presence forever courting itself, forever reveling within me and through me and as me. It is that blessing. And I know that it is this blessing that fulfills itself in all ways. It's in the workspace. I'm acknowledging it there. I'm acknowledging it as that sacred presence within our family, within our friends. I know that it is the same presence that I know about myself and my discovery and my growth of who and what I am. And I know that there is a sacred love, and that sacred love continues to expand itself. It continues to overflow within me and through me, and it is the sacred blessing, bringing harmony, bringing balance, bringing that source of infinite good. And I know that that good that I speak of is God fulfilled in all ways, through all things, in every way. I know that there is more than enough of God, and that presence expands and grows and expresses itself as the infinite. And I know that it is more than enough, that it is abundant, and that it has that turbocharge, fulfilling itself and expressing itself abundantly right here and right now. That everything that I so desire, it is God in action and it is of God. But what I know about this goodness, this abundance, and this prosperity is that it is the blessing of spirit personalized within my life and through my life. It is God as that sacred energy moving and refining itself and expressing itself right now. And I know that as it refines itself, it mirrors itself in the world and within everyone I come into contact with. That the blessings of spirit simply overflow, that it is fluid, that it continues to express itself and uplift itself. And I'm knowing right here, right now, that everyone that is hearing my voice, the spoken word, this essence of spirit in action, that there is a mighty blessing, and that blessing is the divine, overflowing, pressed down, running over, and multiplied, fulfilled as my life, as their life, as the one life, that one goodness. And I know that it is that divine light that is fully present right now, overflowing as in a practical way within my personal experience. And I know that it fulfills itself in a practical way in the world at every point and every reference. I know that it is the spirit of wholeness, it is divine resolution, and I know that it is right where our doctors are. I know that it is right where and in and through and around all people in leadership. I know that it is the divine presence that distributes itself as sacred service within all businesses. I know that there is something divine that has already set itself in motion, and it is that sacred partnership of God and company, the divine awareness, divine love, divine peace, and harmony, expressing and fulfilling itself right here and right now. So, in this awareness, I'm just basking in gratitude for the divine that continues to expand itself as I continue to keep my gaze upward, knowing that there is only the one. And so I release these words right now into universal law, that sacred presence that always says, yes, 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 yes. And it is in this space right here and right now. that I simply release these words, knowing that it is already fulfilled itself beyond that which I cannot even imagine. And I affirm with these sacred words, and so it is. Amen, Amen, Aho, and Ashe. It is done. Just want to breathe for a moment. I enjoy sometimes just closing my eyes and just being fully present in the one. And I invite you to open your eyes so that I can look into your eyes, to gaze into your eyes, and thank you for the opportunity to pray with you about your life. And I'm going to invite you to join us in just sharing your desires and your heart desire in 2021. I know that we've all been through quite a bit, but I know one thing: prayer changes things. And we have a team of practitioners that have gathered together and saying, I'm willing to be in sacred service and to behold the truth about every single person that requests prayer until they're able to demonstrate or know it for themselves. So I'm going to invite you to just move into a place of active action, falling forward with faith. I want you to go and download our prayer app in your app store. It's called the Prayerful Heart app. Download it, and I'm going to invite you to take a moment every time. Sometimes we're so often caught up into everything that's happening that we are too busy to take the time to do something to empower ourselves. Faith empowers. So I want you to go and take time and create, download that app and send in your prayer request. We're going to pray for you over a 14-day period. You're going to receive a response from the curator of our app within a 24-hour period. Know that you are loved, and we'll see you again tomorrow. And continue to look up, continue to walk, act, and respond from a place of faith. Give your energy to that which you desire. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.